Okay, tuning in, beginning to connect ourselves with the highest frequencies, allowing the old stories to fall away. And our intentions today of bringing peace, love, connection into our planet, into our lives, beginning to settle into our lives as we plant these seeds with the portal of 111 tomorrow. Or today, if you're watching the replay, and of the new moon energies of planting seeds just before the transit of Pluto into Aquarius on the 21st. So welcoming these beautiful energies of new realities and our relief that comes with that. So much relief coming through. So I welcome you into this space to chat and to check in to the energies that are the seeds that will be not only moving us through the whole year, but actually moving us through into an entire new age, a new epoch almost. It's like a very significant transition point of the old reality and the new reality. There's still kind of this rocky, integration experience, but the general energy is so transformative right now. So anybody who is on an ascension path and wanting to, or feeling like it's impossible not to upgrade our reality, this is going to be for you. This is a collective reading, so it will be for anybody who is on this upgrade path, who wants to have change in their reality, who wants to bring more love, peace, connection into our planet. This is for you. Just unboxing, I have the moon in the bottom of the deck, so some awareness that there's some kind of unexpected pieces coming through for us, as well as some shadow work. A lot of the purging that has been happening was really past. The hardest parts are mostly past for us, but there's definitely still this kind of like rocky integration as Pluto actually moves into the new sign. So let's just begin by clearing the energies, and let's look at what the overall energies are for the day tomorrow, or it'll be today if you're watching the replay of this, with the date being 111, very significant starting numbers, and the new moon being our time of seeding this new reality. So we have the Five of Wands as our general energy to expect for tomorrow. And what a relief. A very inspired change that's coming for us, where we aren't feeling like we have to do it all anymore. Things have become very simplified, very clear, concise, so we're no longer having to kind of force our way through it, and kind of, those dreams where you find it difficult to move, like moving through sludge. That kind of feel is passing. And the new reality that we are choosing and feeling is more of this inspired change, where we're stepping into a new reality that feels like such a relief. So that's our general energy. If you are new here, let me offer a little welcome and introduction. My name is Sun. I am here to guide people, but specifically women, into our home, our truth of our highest realities, which is peace, love, and connection. So if you are on this path of moving into new realities, of bringing peace and love into our planet, then this is for you. And we are so excited to finally be experiencing the relief that we've been praying for. We've been meditating on this. We've been asking for this type of relief. So it's truly such a gift to give ourselves permission. All right, there we go. So let's look at what the gift is for tomorrow. All right, this is the Knight of Swords. So it's a sort of mental clarity, certainly, but more than that, it's an idea and an ability to communicate that idea. A very swift arrival, it feels, kind of like charging into battle. And it's inspired, but more than that, it's clear, concise, precise. It has this feel of sort of a needle point that is directly connecting right into the very center of the matter. So whatever it is that you've been working on, that you're looking for change in, whether that's your love life or your career, whatever you've been feeling this change coming, this energy with this 111 portal is a very precise attack mode, you know, like entering battle in terms of your mental clarity and the way that you communicate about that. So this is definitely a connection to spell work and the understanding that our words are spells, whether we realize it or not, and that the clarity of our words are becoming so precise. So this is really an opportunity for tomorrow, for whatever day you're watching this, for 111. An opportunity to create something. Whatever words you're using at this time will have a very profound effect. And so if you're able to use those words very intentionally, then you can access that new reality, starting by communicating about this clarity and this idea. Aha. That's very exciting, isn't it? So this is a collective reading, and all of these will be relevant to you if you feel called to be in this message. If you would like to add your specific energies to this read, the best way that you can do it is by interacting with my energies, and I will be able to connect deeper with you, and the messages will be more specific to you. The way that you can do that is by subscribing, following, liking, sharing, and also commenting especially. So comments that you offer, I will see them live, and if you comment in the replay, I will also be able to connect with those because I do work across time frames. So whenever you are connecting with my energies, it means that I will be able to pick up more on yours, and the messages will be more specifically aligned to you. So you're welcome to tap in as much as you desire. And I thank you so much for your beautiful presence and for your support. All of this also helps me to bring these messages to more people. And this is really the biggest message as Pluto moves into Aquarius on the 21st of January 2024, that we are stepping into a collective experience. We're in it together. There's no longer this lone wolf kind of thing. Healing isn't happening in isolation in our future. It's happening together because we understand that we are mirroring each other. So if you feel attracted to this message or to my energies, then please know that we are in this together, myself included. And yes, I'm here to guide you. I'm here to support you, but also I am in it with you. So it's very much a together experience. Okay. So if you have specific questions that you want me to pull up during the read, you can also post those. Let's see, what's the information that we need to know? What's the biggest message? Because you know, we saw the Knight of Swords as this like sharp arrival, very precise attack of our spell, what we're creating. But I also see the word in this deck of it being called the Messenger of Air. So I'm curious what the message is, because it does feel that there's some sort of message that comes through as well. And that the message can help to inform us as to what is the most potent and accurate spell that we can create in terms of our communication, our words about what we're creating. So we had this fall upright onto the floor, which seems relevant to me. I see it as this sort of falling right in front of you kind of feeling, like the message that you've been waiting for kind of falls at your feet. You know, it just lands gently right at your doorstep. So that's really amazing. The Three of Wands specifically is the message that we are receiving to support us in creating this new reality. What I see with this one, and I see 818 on my clock there, so I see that related to abundance, but the Three of Wands I see as a collective inspiration. So I did already say, and I'll repeat, that with the move of Pluto into Aquarius, one of the major themes is the collective experience becoming so much more magnified and the isolated individuation of the age of Pisces falling away. So in working together, we are understanding that we are much more powerful, and it's such a relief. You know, there's this pattern that we've been on of trying to do things by ourselves and to feel like we have to do everything by ourselves. So that story is part of the old paradigm, and it's not coming with us anymore. So the main message gives us this ability to connect with each other, knowing that it is in our collective experience where we have access to the most potent transformation. And yeah, I say transformation because it really does transform our realities. Our current experience of reality is drastically shifting. But the idea of doing it alone is the piece that is the most relevant right now that's falling away. And it was an illusion all along, you know. I feel that, you know, this is a very radical thing to say, but I would say that we are coming back to the shamanic perspectives of healing, and that perspective, we know that we are together and healing happens in community. So the idea of isolated therapy is becoming irrelevant for us. We're understanding that it's not as effective as we wanted it to be, as we thought it was. especially in regards to relation. And that Three of Wands really is about that collaboration piece, knowing that we are in this together and we're meant to be doing it together. So tomorrow, I keep saying tomorrow, but I know most people are going to be seeing this as a replay and it'll be on the day on 1/11. We will be experiencing this breakthrough, if we allow it, in terms of collaboration. So we don't have to do everything by ourselves. And the new realities that we're creating are meant to be done in collaboration. So it's a huge relief for sure. Yeah, huge relief. Okay. I would like to inquire a little bit into, yeah, exactly. That's the question. Thank you for adding that. Is how, right? What can we do tomorrow, today, to access that new reality, to connect with each other, aside from, calling our witch sisters or inviting some people over to do ceremonies together. But is there something specific that we can add to our schedule in order to utilize this energy of the 111 portal most effectively? I have the same card again. So yeah, the most potent thing we can do to utilize this energy is to connect with other people in it. This means sending out some messages and asking people to connect, having some phone calls at the very least, but certainly actually meeting and connecting in person if possible. So yeah, wow. So interesting. Now, in terms of allowing, because we are allowing a totally new reality, right? And yes, we can do the right things. We can do the rituals. We can say the prayers. We can intentionally set the spells. But then the next step is, are we actually going to allow that new reality to come in? If our prayers are for change for 2024, how do we actually open ourselves to fully let that energy enter? The King of Swords arrives as this very sharp, again, and clear mental space. So anything that has been clogging our mental space, especially in terms of energy vampirism, or people who are, constantly talking about themselves or talking about superficial entertainment, these kinds of things, there's not room for that here. This is a very guarded, protected, safe environment where there's a complete space for this mental clarity. And it's not just a mental clarity, it's also an active communication, right? So we need that space in order to be able to create it. One action that is coming through here to look into, hi, welcome, is the practice of morning pages. You can look that up as a guideline, but the idea is that in the mornings we have this kind of, active cycle kind of beginning to build, and in the mental space And if we release that through writing our stream of consciousness and then discarding that, it gives mental clarity because you've cleared this space. It's like cleaning house. So that's how this one feels. This is how it arrives. It's already in this clear space. If you're not in that clarity already, I would recommend this writing or maybe voice notes version of it, or talking to a friend, whatever version of it is for you, of just getting the excess, the rumination, the overthinking, just getting that out and allowing this more clear space to present itself in the mental realm. And then from there, that's really the beginning point, because from there it's a very powerful communication that needs to come through. So whether that's actually saying something out loud, whether that's, creating content to communicate that, telling somebody something that you needed to say, writing down your intentions and putting that on your altar. Any of these things are all spells that are going to be really powerful. The spells are a intentional use of your communication, knowing that whatever you communicate at this time is going to, not only is it going to become reality, as it always is, but actually the reality that you are creating right now is going to be moving us into the whole year and subsequently into the entire Aquarian age. So a very, very powerful time. And whether you're doing this intentionally or not, it will be happening. So if you're communicating things that are uncomfortable, you will be attracting more of that, and you'll have to go through this cycle again. And certainly it's not the last opportunity. I do see some people talking about this as like, either you catch this or you're not going to get on the train at all. And it's certainly not like that. Please don't listen to anybody who's speaking fear. The truth is that this is a very, very powerful time, yes. And there will be other opportunities, but why wait for another opportunity if this one's right here? So if you intentionally step into it and you start using your words very, very clearly to communicate and to create, then please know that the energies are going to be supporting you in this. It's also relevant to know, I'm just hearing this to add to this message, that not only do we have this massive transit of Pluto moving into Aquarius, but we also have 0 retrogrades during that time, which is, wow, just an amazing time to move things forward. So if you are creating something right now, and if you're here, I expect that you are, you can set those intentions with the 111 portal and then create some sort of follow-through action for the 21st, 22nd kind of timeline. I can invite you into my version of it. So I have invitations where we can work together and be together in the creation of this. And I guide people into creating new realities. This is my specialty. I've been 10 years full-time supporting people in transforming themselves, their bodies, their minds, their realities to better align with who they are and their highest realities, creating not only relief, but peace, love, and connection, right? So I am hosting a play shop, is BLISS KEYS. So we're unlocking our divine potential. And this is a free play shop that you can enter into my space, and I will invite you into deeper work from there if you desire. But if you just come to the play shop for free and that's it, you will still be able to receive seeds there that will support you throughout the entire progression into the Aquarian age. So I do welcome you into that. You can find access to the Bliss Keys Play Shop in my links. Okay. So I want to just switch decks here. I brought out the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and I'd love to tune into the goddess frequencies to see what that spiral energy of creation has to say, because it's certainly not new, the creation. It's things that we have been feeling coming, and it has this spiral effect, right? Where maybe we thought it was coming and then it kind of didn't. And then, you know, okay, there's another try and it kind of fell flat. And, you know, it's this continuous progressive experience. And there's so much compassion required for us in that progression, knowing that we don't have to force things to happen in a linear fashion, especially as we transition into the Aquarian age. We are also transitioning into matriarchy. So a lot of our progressive understanding isn't about linear success or, you know, proof, nothing like that. It's very much about this ever expanding blossom. So we're not needing to force anything. We have released the petals, transformation, death, rebirth, shedding, and all change. So this is, that's a little challenging to see. Let's get it there. This is, wow, I love the visual. It has this sort of like blasting open kind of feel, which I really, really love. It feels really nice. And also a little bit overwhelming, perhaps, if you are not used to this type of intensity. So, yeah, lots of compassion there as well for that intensity. But I feel so much, you know, I see the posture of this person, this like opening into this experience. So I also see an opportunity in this somatic practice as we work through 111. You know, for anybody who's thinking like, how do I turn this into like a tangible action? Here we are. So to have this somatic practice of physically opening the body, right? Physically opening our arms and our hearts to receive. And this is, it's like an act of stepping into the light, allowing the light to fully flood our systems, to enter. There's an invitation that comes along with this. So here's a little nugget of gold for you in terms of manifestation, but it will come in handy for this 111 new moon portal. As we open into it, you have to allow it to enter. So if you actively open, one of the things that really helps to have the new energies come in is to actively ask for it. This is part of the old and the new paradigm, okay? The old paradigm is this like, I kind of expect people to come and help me, and I expect you to know what I need, and I'm going to just sit here and everything will come to me. So it's kind of the old paradigm. It's kind of taking our focus externally because we're relying on the other person or, you know, universe, however you want to say it, to bring it to us. But in this understanding of manifestation or connection, it means that we have to actively ask for it. So if I'm uncomfortable, I don't expect another person to know that, to be able to figure that out on their own. If I want help, I don't expect another person to pick up on that and to offer it. In full responsibility, in full sovereignty, which is our power of manifestation if we're in that space, we ask for what we need. So this is true for connecting to any of your spirit guides, angels, goddess, whatever it is. You ask them, you invite them. They're standing by, ready and waiting to help, but they will not step in unless you invite them. Yeah. And the reason for this is because we need to take full responsibility for our experiences. Let's receive one more message from a goddess, and then we'll close with maybe, I don't know what else is going to be there, but something else feels like it will be there. Lineage of the Rose, moved by the goddess, here for this soul call and gather. So a reminder to anybody who is connected with the goddess frequency, the rose path, the tantric lineages, the Christos mission, we are aligning now this seed of what we are planting for 111. We're aligning it into the deepest soul missions of why we're here, what we're called for. So if you're uncertain what to spell tomorrow, what words to use, knowing that those words are going to be creating your reality, if you're uncertain about them, then you can access that clarity about what your soul mission is through your lineage. You'll feel it by this sort of calling. And you'll also feel it in the gathering, you know, the people that you want to spend time with, the spaces that you feel interested to connect with is key to what is the most potent piece right now. So if you're uncertain about what pieces are the most relevant to be the most precise in your creations tomorrow, in your spells, in your rituals for the 111 new moon portal, tap into the soul calling, the part of you that feels the deepest call, and tap into where you feel the most excited and curious in terms of location and people. So let's sum this all up. We have the invitation or connection with community, whoever it is that you want to connect with, intentionally connecting with them today or tomorrow to talk about what it is that you're creating, because we know that we are creating together. We're no longer doing this alone. We're in this together. So we're intentionally talking about it. We're creating this on the 111 portal. Being very precise with our words, knowing that the words that we speak during this are going to be creating our realities and setting us up. And allowing those energies to enter us by actively opening our physical bodies and calling in the light, calling in the new realities, asking it for it to enter. All of these things, really, really beautiful. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So I just want to go through a little bit of a practice here to close us out. Taking some deep breaths, beginning to connect with your heart center and with the seed of truth of what it is that is your soul calling, as well as who you are bringing in to collaborate, to co-create this reality. Breathing deeply into your heart to connect with the seed of truth about what is your soul calling. And about who is meant to collaborate with you in this experience. You'll know the calling is accurate based on a feeling of a pull, this sort of longing, desire, leaning in, curiosity. That's how you'll know that it's the seed that is meant to be planted at this portal. And then you'll write down, or you'll communicate, or all of the above, about what that is. And you'll invite people to co-create that with you, right? So not only are we nourishing the seed, but we're actually spreading the seed and saying, like, would you like to nourish it too? Do you have a seed similar? We can plant them together. So that pull, that leaning in, and also curiosity. Where you feel curiosity, that is also how you know to move in that direction. If something awakens a childlike curiosity, that is a sure sign that you are connected with an authentic part of yourself that is aligned, okay? Okay. So I'm going to close out this collective reading now. Again, your comments, likes, follows, these things connect me with your energy so that the messages can be more specific for you. Even if it's already at the end of the reading, I can still tie that in because I do work across the time, space, realities. And my name is Sun. I'm here to support connecting women and all light beings into the highest realities possible, specifically working with love, peace, and connection. I have a free workshop, play shop, that I'm offering on the 21st of January for those of us who are creating new realities, who want to experience something different moving forward. That is an invitation for you. I will be inviting you into deeper work, but if you don't continue, just joining the one free work play shop will be also potent for you. I'll be offering major downloads about the progression of the year. So if you would like to join us there, that is available for you in the link in my bio. And also you can DM me if you need personal support, or you can comment and say reading, and I can book you in for a personal reading as well, which I'm offering right now. I do have my books open for January for personal readings for people to support you in creating this new reality. So if you're feeling uncertain about what you're creating or how to make that happen, then that's what I'm here for. I would love to do that for you. You can find that as well in the link, or even better, I love to actually talk with you, so you can DM me or just comment reading on one of my posts and I'll know and I'll connect with you that way. Okay. So just closing out the collective, but I will stay on live just so you know. Thanking all of you for your beautiful presence. So grateful for you to be here. I'm so grateful for your support of this video with your likes, shares, to help more people to access this information and the good karma that comes to you from that, as well as relevant. As well, I'm so grateful for you to connect with my personal energies in terms of following, checking out my other videos, or DMing me. I'm here to talk. I'm here to support you. That's literally what I do. I've been 10 years full-time supporting people in transformations and accessing higher realities and ease and comfort in our bodies and pleasure. So I would be so happy to support you further in that experience by connecting with you in whatever ways feel good to you. Wishing you a really blissed 111 new moon portal. And I look forward to connecting with you again soon.